In 1986, the compact Volkswagen budget sedan rolled off the assembly line with a fairly simple 69 and a strong powerful engine. The volume is a whole 60 years, and its owner Smith, as the information on the internet says, without any significance of the broken ones, managed to drive 904,450 kilometers. Moreover, the owner of his car sit down enough, because it does not give him trouble and pleases the cost of 4.7 liters. And the whole secret of the long residence of this reliable engine, most likely, lies in the timely oil change. Fourth place. Probably most of my viewers know what such a car as the Accord Foundation is. Now in 1996, a certain American named Joe acquired a supported 1990 Accord with a 74,000-mile run. Manager, by the way, as I understand it, the video clip is a professional mechanic and is engaged in diagnostics of the fund's vehicles. So, based on his interview, on average for a year in his car, he punished 100,000 kilometers, and at the same time, for all the time of his trips, he made 661 odometer photographs. As a result, in 2011, the mileage of the car reached 1 million m or 1,609,000 kilometers, which you just think, corresponds to a trip from the Earth to the Moon and back twice. According to the words, the same first serious repair took place at the mark of 1,192,520 kilometers. I had to replace the fuel pumps and repair the engine. It is also known that Joe carefully monitors the oil level in the engine during this run and changed it every 8,000 kilometers, and in the summer he is the left engine, oil with a weight of 1030, and in the winter 530. The honor of 1,000,000 miles of run was a real celebration. The Honda company gave Joe a brand new third-place Accord. This record without any doubts is real, since he rolled the officially research department of the world-famous company of Graves in 1990 a year acquired 325 in the back of a 30. Under the hood of this model rides a reliable engine like there is 20-25 cylinder blocks in the simplest 12 valves of the blockhead without compensation by the return of the unit is 170 horsepower. The moment reaches 222 Newton meters. The test vehicle also had stepped automatic transmissions at first. The fate of our test was that the car was placed on a special roller student who simulated the road, and for 4 years the car wound kilometers in the laboratory, developing speeds from 137 kilometers per hour and stopping only for regular maintenance, as well as for oil change. Every 9,656 kilometers. Such rather harsh conditions were enough for 1,000,000 kilometers, which corresponds to the distance around the globe. After this test, the motor was disassembled and its wear was assessed as relatively low. Further, the car was assembled again so that it continued to serve the company in the United States and Europe. A living example is confirmed by the quality of its motor. Massachusetts. Then somehow the girl got into one auto salon of used cars in the city of Ehrenburg and after a while ended up on public roads and punished there for another 63,500 kilometers. Even now, the state of her motor does not cause any obvious complaints, and it pulls very cheerfully. Those, when really automakers, reported reliability, their technical creations, the second place is less than legend, and Hitler of the reliability of school Mercedes has been around the world for a long time. However, it seems that this is really true. Voice synthesis performed by Yandex Speech Kit. Back in the distant 1980 year, one Greek taxi with a complex name, which I displayed on the screen, acquired a supported Mercedes 240 15 year of manufacture. Just the same with a disastrous escape of 220,000 miles by today's standards. This is equivalent to thousands of kilometers. Under the hood of this business sedan was installed a modest but really reliable 16-liter naturally aspirated 65 horsepower engine. And what do you think shuffled on your beloved 2004? During this time, the total mileage of the car has reached just a gigantic nightmare figure of 2,858,300 families. This figure corresponds to 4,000,000 kilometers. This is roughly equivalent to 115 trips around the Earth or 12 squares of the distance to the Moon. Greek taxi drivers in particular, used their now not very young car to deliver medicines. Leningrad, the period of the Bulgarian conflict. For the 800 risks that he had to take, the car never let him down. 2000 a year. This car in the background was transferred to the Mercedes Museum, and the owner was solemnly handed the keys to the new 200 sitting. And finally, the first place by the will of 1800. It was this classic coupe that managed 2000 a year to set a mileage record of 3 million. This corresponds to 4,827,000 kilometers. An American was the first city to buy his car in 1966 a year, a new one, and in just a weekend he managed to punish as much as 1,500. The world is not some kind of special car for the city, he just drives it always and everywhere, work 200 kilometers every day, and in a car trip around America he only changes tires. The oil is filled with fuel. The car is driven by one of the secrets of preserving the body, according to the city. Washing with warm water after each contact with roads that have been used up with salt. When the car reached the mileage of 600,000 miles, its owner insisted that the engine be checked in old age. Everything that was necessary was used. The mechanics refused to do this. The motor is said to be working perfectly. In 1998 in the year, on this more, a mileage of 1,690,000 was recorded, and now in 2000 of the above marks. As for mine, and there should have been no comments. It is very interesting to know what is the current mileage of your car. And if you liked this video, like it and subscribe to the channel.